Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik here again today to bring you another episode of Let's Play Chasm, episode 1.5 actually, and there's a bit of a reason for this and a bit of a story, so I'm going to hang out on this menu for a bit. Basically what happened is I went through a bunch of customer support to fix my capture card, and I fixed the capture card but I broke everything else in the process, so none of my games worked anymore, something was messed up in my registry, so I actually had to reconfigure my, what's it called again? Wipe my hard drive, we'll just put it that way, and reinstall Windows from scratch. I managed to preserve a lot of my save games, like for XCOM, but Chasm was unfortunately one of the casualties, so I have to start again. And I can start again because, and I should start again because now I'm using a Xbox controller. I'm using an emulated Xbox controller, and it is much easier. So I should be able to make pretty much the same progress I made last time in a quarter of the time. So we're going to be doing that again, and I will be complaining less about the controls, because this is really not meant for keyboard controls. Yeah, so sorry about my absence and the lack of videos for the last couple days. I've basically been recording when I could. I've been troubleshooting and going through customer support and dealing with computer issues for the last like 3 days in a row. So I've not been having the most funnestest of times, you might say. But I'm back, and I'm super happy because I'm back. This is I think a blacksmith appears here later, and you can buy weapons from him or forge weapons. Don't really know that. Actually, it even took me a little while to figure out that this was supposed to be an inn that you're in. You know, you're in the inn? Okay, should probably just equip this bandana. I hope in the future they actually have visual distinctions or visual changes for equipment, because I don't like the fact that I just equipped a bandana and I can't see a bandana. But again, this is pre-alpha apparently, that's what they wanted me to say. So that's a thing. It's pre-alpha. Now I'm pretty sure you've read at least the first 2 of the journal entries in episode 1. So I have to keep that in mind. Remember, this is procedurally generated, so every time I play it, it should be different. These guys take 2 hits. I do remember quite a bit about the beginning now. If I level up once, you can actually kill those dagger guys in 1 hit. But that's only if you take attack up, and I kind of actually want to take a lot of luck up, just because I want the drop rates to be high on enemies. Not sure if drop rates actually have much of an effect right now, but I'd assume they did if luck increases drop rates, right? That makes sense to me. Extra experience, and another thing I found out is that money and experience are the exact same currency. Ow! I really should not have taken damage there. I just kill you like that. I keep wanting to do like R1 when an enemy's coming too close to me to do a backslide, but I know that's not a thing. Here, bat. There we go. Alright. I really like that I hit 2 people at once there. For some reason that gives me a great deal of pleasure. Or as I like to say, pleasure. As you know, it is my greatest pleasure. You can be my greatest pleasure, love forever, everlasting, something like that. So it's procedurally generated, but there are a lot of rooms that are recycled, like, there's a lot of set-piece rooms that are reused. So the only real difference is the position that those rooms are in. So some things are procedurally generated, some things not so much, and I'm not even entirely sure if procedural generation is the right term. So, Lost Tribe, I'm sure we actually read that one already. Let's go through our second area? Whatever the fuck that means. I also should take note that this area here serves as a healing point, so if I don't want to die, I should probably just come back here as quickly as possible. And I have 100 S already, so I can level up, and I'm just going to instantly level up my strength. Usually I won't be leveling up strength, but at the beginning of the game it seems like a good idea. Strength pretty much equals damage, or equals health. So raising the strength is the same as raising vitality, only a bit more useful because you kill things faster. That's my weird little, probably wrong opinion on the matter anyways. Now, I'm likely gonna encounter a lot of dead ends here. Yeah, see, kill those guys in 1 hit now, like a champ. Now, these guys only actually attack you if you're within their line of sight. Just die already! Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't notice the bat up there. It's one of the main things I've noticed about this game. Those bats are a huge pain in the dick. So let's do this jumping puzzle. You'll recognize this as being the jumping puzzle that has made me die 1,000 deaths. I am quite a bit better at it now, so should be less dying 1,000 deaths. and a bit less apologizing about it too. There we go. Now, do I want to jump across on those swinging platforms? Probably, since they're about to head this way anyways. I know it's harder, but I just want to show off. Girls just want to show off. I'm a girl and I want to show off. Wow. I really should not have done that. And yes, you did indeed see the first 2 journals, so let's just put that one down. And I will start reading them now-ish. Oh, so I have to get the slide before I can even go through there. I kind of thought that this would be the direction that I need to go to get to the mine. Apparently not, though. Or to the mine shaft. To the elevator. To the hellevator. Okay, lovely. Man, the jumping puzzle... Like, this is almost more a platformer than it is a Metroidvania. Like, I realize that Metroid and Castlevania did have jumping puzzles in them, but these jumping puzzles, in my opinion, are quite tough in comparison to some of the other ones. The only reason I'm not angry at the jumping puzzles is that the game actually has really good air control. Not much in terms of momentum. I meant to demonstrate the momentum right there, but... Oh god, okay. I meant to demonstrate that I could stop my momentum in midair, but instead I just almost died. So I'd better head back to that save point. Good thing I'm so close to it. I don't think I should take any damage on the way over. And I seem to have already killed any enemy that might have been right there. Okay. Wow, that was real stupid of me. Not a big fan of that. Oh yeah, and this guy shows up once in a while. He is a shop owner, and I don't know why or when he shows up, or why he sells just like these antiques that you can buy elsewhere. But he does sell weapons, which I cannot afford at all. And I don't know when he arrives either. Like, does he just show up at random if you re-enter enough times? Because now he's gone. Not there. I want to know if I can just do this to make him reappear, or if there's like a time limit. Don't know. Or maybe you actually have to go through like other stuff. I don't know. I don't know most of the same things you guys don't know. And apparently stopping at the fire actually respawns the enemies. More Dark Souls influence going on there. Whoa! Porcupine. Why you gotta be like that? That was real goddamn risky. And notice how much more easily I'm controlling everything now that I have a controller. The controls are really, really nice and solid when you actually have the proper implements. There we go. Oh god, the bat! I've really gotta watch those ceilings. Okay. Got the bat again. I'm not at too low of health. The bats don't do that much damage, but they can get you stuck in situations which are just not ideal. I'm thinking I can probably just, yeah, fall down that way. It also did reveal a fair amount of the map. So, yeah. I saw you that time. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, which you're definitely going to. I'm an idiot. You notice you actually do have crit chance in this game. I did just crit there, and luck affects that crit chance. I always try to attack these guys from behind. You do outrange them by a tiny bit, but they have a very predictable path, so there's no reason not to just kill them from behind with a knife. Knife them in the back. Knife in the back, and you're too late. You're dead. Sorry, it's anticlimactic, but that's what happens when you're knifed in the back, generally. Actually, apparently it's surprisingly hard to stab somebody to death. I don't know this from personal experience, but that's why you hear like news stories of people stabbed 28 times. Generally, people are pretty good even if they just roll up into a fetal position at defending their most vulnerable points. And the human body is surprisingly resilient to stabbings. I'm not saying go stab people just to see how long they live. Don't do that. That's mean. People don't like being stabbed. Seriously. They gotta be like that. I think I might be on my way to the mine shaft now. Yep. This room actually regrows its leaves often, so important to note that, because that is, well, you use leaves to craft potions, so this guy needs the part for the missing elevator, and I can carry on. I didn't miss anything, just making sure I didn't miss any dead ends, any treasure that I could have possibly gotten. Oh, Jesus. That was close. Okay, so one of these guys, a bunch of these guys, should be fairly easy. Pretty much always worth killing these guys just so you can get the extra experience. Like, you could conceivably just avoid them, but that's a problem for 2 reasons. One, you don't get the experience / money. 2, if you just avoid them, if you fall and there's spikes under you and you need to land somewhere safe, a lot of your areas are going to be taken up by moving targets who can just knock you off the edge. I fucking hate those bats. Christ, checks. Okay. Wow, that was very pathetic. Can you guys just ignore the fact that I fell there and am jumping back up? Yeah, that'd be much appreciated if you could just completely ignore it. Okay. I hate these swinging platforms. Who designed these things? I don't understand. Okay. So this, I did actually do a bit of off-screen play. This is a gate that will lead you back up to the entrance. So remember how there was a right-hand turn you could take right at the beginning? There we go. Shortcut unlocked. I always do appreciate teleporty shortcuts. I'm amazed I don't tell other people of my discovery of teleportation, because that seems like a seriously awesome, discovery. Rats almost as annoying as the bats. I got bats, I got rats. I'm just having lots of problems with pests here. Vermin? I'm pretty sure both rats and bats count as vermin. Not entirely sure about it. Oh god, I should have known. Like, not even I should have known in a way that, like, oh, I should have predicted his inevitable betrayal, but I really should have known that. That was no excuse. I'm pretty sure we even read this third one, but I'll read it anyways just in case. This painting confirms my theory. The Ladori began digging these tunnels in order to reach something, but it appears as if they encountered a vast chasm, name-dropping, which impeded their progress. They also may have used tunnels to dispose of their dead, for the East Passage contains what seems to be a mass grave or burial ground. Ooh, super intense. I have the feeling I'm just, like, avoiding all the dead ends that have treasure. I could be wrong, but... That was annoying. Okay, you get to die now. Because, like I said, that was incredibly annoying. And now if I fall in the spikes one more time, I'm dead forever. You know, if you die in Canada, you die in real life, apparently. I heard that once. So I've really got to watch out for this whole thing. Hey, I actually did make it a treasure. A tabard. Tabard? Tabard? Tabard makes more sense. Tabard? I don't know. I think that is actually body armor. Yes, it is. Look at that. Defense up to 2, intelligence up to 7. I am super happy about that. I've never gotten armor in this game before. Super happy. Feeling rather glad. I have super sunshine in my super bag. I thought there might have been spikes down there. So I just want to finish exploring this area before I head back to town. I realize it's kind of risky considering I have no health. Come at me, rat. Rat bro. No, 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 no. No. I'm not taking goddamn damage to another goddamn bat. Not happening. And more treasure. What do I got? Incisor fossil. You can actually just... I'm pretty sure those are just saleables that you sell for money. I'm not entirely sure they have another purpose at this point. Remember, there's only 2 areas in this game so far in the alpha. I'm assuming that's going to be updated fairly quickly, but when it is, I may have to, like, they may not add it to my save file. I'm pretty sure my save file will likely be wiped. So I'm actually really glad I came this way, because now I've, explored this whole right-hand area, which will save me some time in the future. Teleport back, go to town, level up. Level up. Level up. How much money do I have? First things first, I'm going to sell to you. You're the only person I can actually sell to, I think. I have a clay cup, and I also have the incisor fossil. Now, I want to level up, but I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself, or buy myself a jar, or a bottle. I can only afford one, but that will at least let me forge potions when I need to forge potions. And heal up. And this is where I'm going to end the episode, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I had to kind of restart the series. As you know, I have had some computer issues, but at least I made it further this time than I did last time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.